Man, y'all probably gonna get tired of seeing my face and hearing my voice. I just keep putting out all this content, but I gotta do it. It's man, it's Black History Month. We gotta celebrate. Gotta celebrate our people. Gotta celebrate our accomplishments. We gotta celebrate all the different things that we're doing. So this month, I mean, I'm going extra hard, going extra crazy. For one, I got the time to do it, and there's people who want to come on and tell their story. So before I get into my guest today, hey, it's the big baby. And I'm back 2 days in a row. And then we're gonna be back tomorrow. And then we're gonna be back on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Yes, it's just so much content going on. But man, let me bring my guest on. And I got DJ Wes Walker, man. What's happening?
What's good with it?
Man, not much. Just happy to have you on here, dog.
I'm glad you decided to have me.
Shit, I feel like I ain't talked to you since the last time I seen you at Sunday school.
It's probably been that long, for real. It's probably been that long.
I tell you, them were some of the best times of my young, late middle school, early high school life, just sitting in there with you and Trey, listening to y'all just cut up for a good hour.
Yeah, church was lit. It was lit. A lot of people wouldn't believe that, but we had a pretty good time.
And I used to tell people all the time, as we got older, I was like, bro, the church functions ain't bad if everybody show up. It's only bad when don't nobody come.
That's it. That's when you be ready to go afterwards.
It'd be like, all right, bro, I'm ready to go eat and all that shit. But man, growing up in church in Mount Zion, I've known you pretty much my whole adult life. And shit, before DJ Wes Walker, before Jay Dirty, I knew Dustin and Justin, twins. Yeah. Yep. So what was it like growing up having a twin?
It was about the same as having any other sibling. Anybody else with sibling, it's about the same. Because we ain't identical, so we couldn't get away with sneaky twin shit. It wasn't as fun as people would think. It kind of sucked. You share birthdays and shit. You got to share gifts and shit. You share ass whoopings too. It had its perks, but it had its downs too.
That's funny as hell, man. I honestly can't even relate because I live this only child lifestyle. So,
oh man,
if it happened, it was my fault.
Yeah, I love having siblings though.
Now I can see that because now I've gotten older, and you realize you don't know how to share when you never had to.
Yeah.
And then you like have somebody in your space, and it's like, bruh, can you please not put the paper towels right there? I don't like the paper towels right there. Mm-hmm. And it's so small and so pointless, but it's like, bruh, it's been me.
Yeah. When you get used to it, it's hard to change. It's hard to adjust to living with somebody. It's like a roommate.
Yeah.
I guess if you go from being an only child to having somebody else in the crib, shit changed.
Yeah, you talked about change and adjusting, and you have changed and adjusted. Because I remember you used to be a rapper.
I did.
Are you still rapping?
No, I'm not active. I still write. I still
like
to craft. So I like to write, and I don't go in the studio, though. I don't really drop unless I really feel inspired. Before we did it for money. Now I really enjoy and appreciate the art. So unless I'm inspired, I don't really go in the booth. But I write all the time.
Okay, are you writing for people? Or you just writing just to stay in shape?
I just write to stay in shape, keep my mental sharp.
So all them lists came out last week.
Yeah, I heard. I seen.
What you think about it? Just the rap list. I don't care about the other list.
It was a lot of lists, and I mean everybody got an opinion, so I mean I respect everybody's list, and because it's an opinion, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad about it. It is what it is. Everybody like different styles, and everybody's influenced by somebody different. We all different age groups, so who I feel like is the best, somebody younger than me or older than me, they might not agree because of who they were influenced by, who they enjoyed listening to. So it's I like to hear everybody's list. It lets you know where they head at, what kind of music, what their preference is. As a DJ, it helps. You can tell what kind of style they like.
Yeah, I need to think about that. I appreciated the list because, for one, it made me go listen to some music that I either don't listen to or haven't listened to in forever. And then it even bro, I was in here listening to a whole bunch of cranks and juke your boys and all that last week, just because them lists had me thinking about older music that I don't listen to, and then got me into what it was like being outside in 05 and 06 when I was too young to be where I was at, but I was outside, you know, hearing all that music, having that good fun, and it really took me down memory lane. So
that's what
thank
music's
you.
supposed to do.
Yeah, like I appreciated that conversation, but it to a certain degree, man, it kind of bothered me that so many people were so in their feelings about it. And I get it, as somebody who's creative, you want your just due for doing what it is that you do. But bro, it's an opinion.
It's an opinion, and you don't do it for recognition. I think when you do it for recognition, you end up never getting it. The people who did it for art or for sport, they're the ones who end up getting the recognition. They didn't give a damn. If you notice, a lot of people who were listed on the list, they didn't have nothing to say about it. They didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
A lot of people who were and then a lot of people who were most upset, they wasn't on nobody's top list. You can't be mad at one or two people because they didn't list you, because nobody listed you. So, you know.
My thing is, you can't be mad at me because I don't like your music.
Right. And that doesn't mean that you're not a good artist just because I don't like it. Like, I tell you, I like Southern music. I don't like up north artists, but I do think they're more lyrical. I think a lot of them are better than our artists, but it's not my preference as far as listening.
Bro, I'm the same. I can be listening to a song and somebody can ask me what did they say, and I'm like, honestly, I don't know, because when I listen to music, I don't want to think when I'm listening to music. I'm actually trying to escape things that make me think when I listen to music, and I just want to hear a nice beat, and I want to hear somebody hop on the beat and just ride the beat out, which is why I'm a huge Gucci Mane fan, because it don't really even matter what Gucci Mane talking about. I can't relate to that lifestyle. But he just on the beat riding so smooth and cool. And that's just what I want when I'm listening to music.
And I'm a content man. I really fuck with the content. Now, I listen to, because I'm a club DJ, or at times I'm a club DJ, a lot of the music I play or spin is not my preference, but it's what's hot. But what I listen to, what I vibe to, is the shit I can relate to. So one artist might be good, but the subject, it might be trap or something. And I've been in the streets, but that's not what I did, not mainly. So it's not what I mainly listen to. I also believe what you listen to influences how you feel and act. So a lot of shit that I can relate to, I won't listen to because it doesn't have a positive effect on what I got going on now. It's not a mood I want to put myself in or a mind frame I want to be in. So a lot of music I stray away from for that reason. And it's good music. I just don't listen to it. I try to listen to positive, upbeat music because that matches my lifestyle or the lifestyle I'm trying to live.
That's real, man. That's honestly why I can't listen to a lot of the trippy drug music.
I can't do it.
I don't do drugs. So I can't even get into the space that you're in when you're making that. So I'm not even feeling it the right way. And then it's like, bro, I'm sitting over here drinking some water, drinking some Budweiser, and Trippy Red, goddamn, name them type rappers that just don't resonate with me in the space that I'm in. And it's not that it's bad or none of that. It's like, bro, I can't do it.
I just can't dig it. Can't get that. Like it's got a real, I don't know, negative vibe to it. The energy it produced, I can't get with it.
Yeah,
it be the creeps. It's like depressing music too. It's like all them boys are shouting out for help. They crying out for help. They on drugs and they hurting. I can't relate to that. So I can't.
And you're older than I am, but we didn't come up in the whole perk van. That wasn't really the thing when we were young coming up. It's a thing now, but it was just more of drinking and reefer, and that mindset that don't make you that damn depressed and sad and in your thoughts.
Nah, them boys are sedated on some different drugs. They on something that they addicted to and need help.
Bro, it's scary. I've been around a couple of people who use those drugs, and it's like, bro, are you existing right now?
And they control them.
But man, how did you get into DJing?
I always been into music. Even before I had a turntable at our parties when we threw parties. If we didn't hire DJ Dub, I DJ'd the parties. In middle school, when we had house parties, I usually made the mixtapes. In high school, I sold mixtapes. I would go to Nate's. I would buy all the newest mixtapes. I'd take my personal favorite off of the different ones and make one blend. I'd sell it to the football and basketball team on Friday. So I was kind of a DJ even before I had the table.
Okay.
I feel like I always had an ear for music. What was popular or what sounded good.
Did you play the instruments at all?
Percussion for 8 years.
Well, you should have beat them drums on Second Sunday.
Oh, we left that to Morgan. But see, he in the blood, so it's in the family. It's a little rhythm in there.
Yeah, man. I vaguely remember y'all's era because I was just, getting my feet wet outside, and I was on the other side of town. But it used to always be dope to be at the house parties, and you hearing the people music in the party. And I think one thing that gets lost, and it's some of the conversations I was having last week with people who were like, bruh, I don't even know why these local rappers are even caring about stuff like that and arguing. I'm like, well, everybody's a local rapper at one point, but you can't say that if you hear a good song by somebody that you know and that shit actually rise, that shit I know it makes me feel better.
Yeah. And there's a lot of good artists around here. So when we actually had the conversation, it wasn't a competitive conversation. It wasn't about who was better. It was who do you like? Who are you influenced? Mm-hmm. So I think we even worded it paying homage because these were people who inspired us when we were younger. But
when y'all were younger, who did you listen to and who inspired you?
Trill City. I think around my age group, if you listen to music, you either listen to Trill City or TYP. That was they were from County Boys.
Mm-hmm.
They were around our age, and both groups they were pretty popular. They had a lot of motion. They had a lot of people from their city supporting them.
Yeah, and it
was hard not to hear the music, and it's hard not to support it if your whole city supporting it. They did their thing. We end up at a lot of shows with the County Boys and Trill. We didn't do shows with them. I watched them because I'm related to some of them. Mm-hmm. So as a younger cousin, I always I watched them freestyle at games, or I would go to parties and try to hang up under them. And that was kind of what influenced me.
Okay. And you say so you're a DJ. You sometimes DJ in clubs. What other venues or events do you like to DJ?
I'm a broadcasting DJ. I actually DJ for Street Money Radio on the Cool and McHale show. I'm assistant producer for the show.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 to 8.
All right, Street Money Radio. Where can we find that at?
It's an app. You can go on the App Store, and that's for Android or your iOS or your Apple. Mm-hmm. And just download Street Money Radio.
And how long you been doing that?
I have been affiliated with Street Money now for I say about 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, about 2 months.
How did that gig open up for you?
I actually linked with one of the DJs, Kale, whose show it is that I started on.
Okay.
And I was doing intern type work. I was doing promotional work, marketing with them. I helped with the promo clips because that's part of what we do too at Ratchet Radio. It's Ratchet Radio production. A lot of people leave the production off. We produce. It's not just a radio station. Like, we produce content. We producing it, and whether it's audio or visual, we trying to be our city's biggest platform for it. We want to support our city and people around in the surrounding cities.
So what kind of productions are y'all doing over there at Ratchet Radio Productions?
Everything you see with our name on it, we produce it. We don't do anything through anybody else. Whether it's recording songs, we in-house. Excuse me. We'll send people to Surgeon Black Beats. That's our super producer. Black Beats, he the man. He the guy on engineering, making beats. And, he from the city. He'll represent the city with us. So that's our go-to guy. When it comes to visuals, like recording, I do all of that. The editing, I do all of that. We got several artists that are either directly with us or affiliated with us. It's nothing that another artist could be looking for and come to us and need somebody else for.
Okay.
Anything they need, we can help produce it. Whether
Man,
it be CD, the cover, or distribution for that product, we produce all that.
man, that's dope. You said you did like a lot of you did some intern work at the beginning. How did you humble yourself as a grown man to be an intern? Because you know a lot of times people will say they have a dream, they have a passion, but they won't take the not so glamorous steps towards getting there.
I don't think I had to humble myself because I feel like, in my humble opinion, I feel like I always been humble. Like I knew it was something I had to do, and I'm working with somebody who's in a better position than me. So you gotta humble yourself. I mean, he's in a better position than me, and he's offering to show me how he got where he's going, where he is, and he's offering to take me with him where he's going, or show me, how he getting there.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make your own path. So I'm doing something similar. So I'm watching a professional do it. So you gotta be humble. That's a blessing. I feel like he don't owe me shit. He don't know me from nowhere, but he met me and he liked my work ethic, and that was how we linked. So he started including me with the projects he was working on, and I did good. So we still working.
So that you talk about work ethic, man. I remember when I had LaDon on here a while back. Shout out to LaDon.
Yes, sir.
And he said one of the things that he's really seen with a lot of different musicians is they lack work ethic. They want to tell you that they're in the booth. They want you to support their music, but they're not actually going to the booth. They're not treating it like it's a job. They're not treating it like it's a lifestyle where it's, if I don't go to the booth today, I got to write something today, or I got to listen to some beats today. It's just that, let me let y'all know when I'm in here. Let me have the drinks. Let me have the smoke. And let everybody know it's a party when I'm in the studio, but I'm not actually working. Is that something that you see from a lot of different artists?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. A lot of them are not interested in even knowing the business end of music. Those are going to be the ones who never see their money. They only interested in entertaining. And as long as you are being an entertainer, you're going to get paid entertainer money. But if you look at the industry, everybody's getting made is on the production end. And it's not because production makes more money. It's because they're more familiar with the business aspect of what they're doing. So until the artists decide to take things serious, like they all look at it like, I want to be famous, so I want to hire somebody to do the work it takes to become famous. But they don't realize that to remain famous, they're going to have to know what it is that person is. Because really, their job is to benefit off what the artists don't know. That's where their money coming from. They just taking advantage of what the artists don't know and could do themselves. A manager is just a convenience. No artist, if they take themselves serious and run their shit like a business, you really don't need a manager. Now, I can't say that's solid business advice, but from what I've seen, a manager ain't going to do nothing but fuck you until you realize he fucking you. And then you part ways. That's it.
Yeah. So here's where I get conflicted, right? Because on the surface, I about 80% agree with that. But then you have those super creative people who don't have the desire they don't even care about the business, right? They just want to create. And you're hoping, right, that whoever you align yourself with has enough of your best interest at heart that they don't fuck you too hard. Because why they gonna fuck you?
Yeah, I guess you can cross your fingers and hope. But even somebody that is supposed to look out for you, if they realize they can, if their heart ain't right, they will. They gonna get you. Just because of the simple fact that they know you don't know any better. They gonna get you. Most people are for themselves. Now you got the rare occasion where it's family or friends and it is some loyalty. That is possible and it is out there. But most people who are business, that's what they're gonna say when they fuck you. It's business. It wasn't personal, it was business.
I still like you,
Yeah. But I had to
didn't
charge you. It was a job.
Right. You didn't do your homework. So I did the homework and I want to be, I want to be compensated for the work that I'm doing that you're not doing.
That's it.
And I find myself in that position now with what I do. I'm a one-man band. Like I do everything. Outside of artwork and stuff. Like I just got this new logo. I didn't make that. I paid somebody to do that for me because it was like a one-time service fee. But if it's something that I need on a regular basis, I'm just gonna figure it out because I can't pay somebody to chop up my YouTube videos and make my shit for Instagram and put all the stuff out there. Would it be nice that if I wouldn't have to do it and could only focus on content? Sure. But why am I paying you for something that I can do and I have time to do?
Yeah. And for shit like that, if I don't have the time to do it, I'd rather deal with somebody who I know, who is also a business. Like I don't want to just pick a random friend. I'm gonna pick a friend who's business minded or an associate who's business minded. I want a partner.
Right.
But I'm not paying some stranger because that stranger is definitely gonna take advantage of the fact that I don't know or I can't do it, and he gonna run my pockets. He gonna get his fair share of my money, and I'm not willing to give it to him. That's how I learned to film in the beginning. I only got into that this year, but it's because I know that we needed a lot of content, but we can't afford to pay somebody to film a lot of content. So I had to learn. I just happen to like it. And I want to say that pays more than everything else I do.
Oh my God. Yeah. Cause I had a homeboy, he was in film. So he started off shooting videos and stuff while we were in college, and he actually flipped that to a job at IBM where he's like making content and commercials for them there. But he always kept some money in his pocket because he would go shoot something, and more than just shooting it, people don't want to edit.
Yeah.
Because that's what takes up your time.
Yeah, a lot of damn time.
And yeah, man, I think it's so important to learn how to do stuff in-house and have a team around you who actually supports you, because when you're dealing with people who don't know you, don't have any investment in you, like you said, they're just gonna fuck you.
They're gonna run your pockets. That's what it's about.
Go ahead.
I said that's what it's about for them. That money, and they gonna get it.
Yeah, and I mean, because it's business. Business is business. I also see you got $1 Million Media going on. Can you talk a little bit about that?
That's just the filming aspect of what I do. It's all the same shit. We just divided into two companies.
Okay.
So Ratchet Radio is for audio. Anything music related, Mac heads and runs that. And if it's video related, the visuals, that's under $1 Million Media. I run it. We got an LLC for it, and it's better to have two businesses than one. And like I said, it is two separate lanes, so it helped lighten the workload. So I let Mac take anything like with artists, anything as a DJ, because Mac got a ear for music too. So he helps. He actually does a big part of my job as a DJ with the music selection, finding out what's hot in the club, and telling me, who it is that raps in the city if we ain't heard it. And he good for a lot of different things. Like I really couldn't even explain all of what he does because he has the same amount of musical experience that I do. So he's like a jack of all trades. He can get a lot of shit done. So yeah, with the music, if it's audio related, Mac take care of it. But when it comes to like videos for it or promotion for it, marketing, shooting and editing, that's $1 Million Media. But it's all the same two niggas that y'all know and grew up with. Justin and Jermac. That's Ratchet Radio and $1 Million Media. We a business now. We got some paperwork now.
Goddamn Mac.
That's him. Mac
used to be up running at the top gym.
Yes, sir. We finna get us a little bag. We'll get us a bag.
And that's what it's about, man. Finding stuff that you're passionate about, that you love to do, and then now you legitimize it. And that's what I love about our generation. Instead of just doing the work and not making it official, we getting LLCs, and for the people who doing the work in the community, they're getting those actual legit nonprofits, so you can actually run your bag up, so you can qualify for grants and low interest loans if that's what you need, because you don't have the money to front your vision, but you got the vision, and you just need the resources to get there. And once you get there, you're gonna be all right, man. I absolutely love it. But you as a DJ, what's your style when you DJing?
I take pride in my blending. Definitely have to be the blending. A lot of people like the scratch or drop, or I don't know. It's a lot of different styles, but blending. If I put two songs together, you can't tell it's two separate songs. The transition from one song to the next is smooth like butter. If you listen to Scrape the Plate, it's all Cartersville artists. It's all 288. But when you listen to it, it sounds like the radio. You can't tell what one song begins and the next one ends. I am that guy with the transition. That's my opinion. I'll shoot you a copy of that Scrape the Plate, and I want you to tell.
Okay. How did you
You said what now?
How did you master the blending?
I watched a lot of videos, and really it was hands-on. I took this damn turntable. Nobody taught me shit. I got on YouTube and figured out what each button did one at a time. Every day I took one button and practiced with that one button for an hour until I did it with every button on the board. And then I just started playing with the EQ. The mixer in the middle, I just played with it like an engineer. I watched Engineers Like Black, and I saw how he mixed like one song. It's the same as mixing multiple songs. He's just mixing the music and the vocals and the track together. But I take two songs and blend them the same way. Make sure everything balanced out. So like I said, when I play two songs together, you can't tell. And after you've heard, I call it a Midas mix. When I sew them bitches together, it's a Midas mix. And after you done heard the Midas mix, if you hear the original, you feel like something missing.
I like that. Because, man, there's nothing worse than the mix being terrible. And as somebody who pre-COVID was out a lot, damn near every weekend, when you know another song is coming up, because you pretty much know about a minute 30 seconds, depending on the song, what's going on. We ready to transition. And when you can't time that transition right, it's like, come on, Mr. DJ, you killing me. I was about to get in this pocket right here. Now what are you doing?
Yeah. It really fuck up the mood.
I've left bars because the DJ just wasn't on his job. Like the DJ is the most important person in the party. Like we want to say having a liquor, whatever it is, that's good to have. But if the music is right, you can look past a lot of everything else. Like I've been to some bars where it wasn't nothing in there to look at for real. Nothing I wanted to holler at, but the music was good. So I'm just going to post up and drink me a beer and listen to the music because I'm vibing.
Yeah, it's a good place to vibe. That music will do it every time.
So when you're making your mix, right? Are you a DJ who pre-makes your mix, or are you working while you're in the venue?
If it's a venue, I'm mixing live. People are not a big fan of pre-recorded. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it, but when I learned to DJ, one of the things that I didn't like was going to different clubs and finding out the DJs wouldn't take requests because they couldn't take them. Everything was pre-recorded. I didn't want to be that DJ. Or I didn't want to not be able to switch up the vibe. If you can have a pre-recorded mix and it's good to you, but at that venue, it might not go so well. You want to be able to be versatile and switch the whole damn playlist. So yeah, if it's a venue, then I'm going live. But if it's for a project or something, I'm definitely gonna take my time and engineer the project. I'm gonna pre-record it.
Okay. Yeah, man. I can't stand a DJ who is in love with his mix because hey, Mr. DJ, you might be playing some great songs right now, but we don't want to hear them. And if we don't want to hear them, do what now?
I say, yeah, they may be his personal favorite, so it's a good mix to him. But for the time it's setting, a lot of times, no, it ain't going.
So how do you find the balance of playing what you like versus what people want to hear?
I, for the most part, don't have to balance it because I only pick events I want to do or ones I'm comfortable doing. So, like, I know the crowd. If I take a job, it's because I know I'm going to do the damn thing for the party. I already know the person I'm throwing it for. Like, I'm the boss. And I don't say it to be cocky, but that's why I chose to be the boss. I don't have to go do what somebody tells me to or conform. If I don't think I'm the best fit for that party, I just won't take the job. But for the most part, I don't do parties and shit. Like I like hosting mixtapes, doing the broadcasting on the radio because it's the money. It's the money for me. I love music, but broadcasting is, for me, it makes me more money with my style of DJing. I don't have to be able to do it live or have the perfect selection. I play with niggas that's paying. I pay when they play. I mean, I play when they pay. It's fucked up, but like we talked about earlier, it's business.
Yeah. And it's your time, so you do what the hell you want to do with it.
Yeah, and it's, it's my shit. So I either play what somebody paying me to play or what I genuinely support. So if they ain't paid me, like, I genuinely like the music. I try to only fuck with shit that I listen to anyway. So even if they pay me, like, I'm only taking it if I fuck with the music. I'm not spending some shit just because he paid me. If it's whack, I'm not putting my name on it.
Man, I had an interaction with somebody and we're talking about a song and they pretty much told me, it's like, hey, bro, that song ain't it. And I was like, man, I was more so speaking to the message, not I wasn't getting into the nuts and bolts of the song. And then it had me sitting there thinking, I'm like, you gotta be careful what you put your name on, especially if you don't provide an explanation, because if people trust your ear and your voice, you don't want to lose that credibility with them just because you ain't explaining yourself, or you just putting some stuff out, or you would recommend some stuff just because somebody asked you to recommend. Like, shit, I got hit up not too long ago about this guy. He was like, hey, can you promote my nonprofit on your can you promote your my nonprofit? I go, we can do an interview. I don't know what you're not. I don't know what you got going on, so I'm not going to just blindly put my name on something. Now I can bring you in here. We have a conversation, and I still don't necessarily have to promote what you're doing, but I'm giving you a platform to use your voice to reach a different crowd of people, so maybe they rock with it.
Yeah.
So, man, I've really, really enjoyed this. I've been telling LaDon, and I gotta find some rapper that's gonna let me just DJ Khaled and talk on their tape. I don't want to do nothing. Just talk shit.
I'll find you one. I got one who will probably love to have you do it.
Oh man, we can definitely have that conversation off mic, because I love being around the music making process. And as somebody who I'm just not involved with music the way I used to be, because I'm trying to create my own media company and listening to music. I don't talk about music enough for me to listen to hours of music. I just remember back in the Max Def days, just being in the basement with Blake and LD or Oppo LD and all them when they was making their music. It was just fun to be around. Well, you know what I mean? Like, you got somebody that you got LD cooking up a beat real quick. And then it's like, all right, I see how you're making that beat. And then, okay, the beat is good. Now start rapping on it. Then it's like, hold on, let me insert these ad libs. Oh, no, I don't like that. Let me play with this. And then you just sitting in there, you go, nah, bro, that don't sound right. Try this. And just being a part of that process, I absolutely love it. It's an exhilarating feeling.
Yeah. And a lot of groups will probably tell you, they probably all have somebody who doesn't record but is a big influence or plays a big role in creativity with their group. Somebody just sit around and chill with them just because they're familiar with the same culture, the same group of people. I think every time our group got together, there was somebody who hung around, whether it was a cameraman or a hype man, who half of what we said was probably inspired by that individual just because he was around. But he didn't rap. He didn't use his voice, so we used ours to talk about him or his influence, to make his creativity known.
And that's so important, because you really need that. Because sometimes I started listening to more music out of Northwest Georgia, and I'm sitting there, I go, some of y'all are missing somebody in the studio to tell you, nah, or add this, try that,
Yeah.
Because, again, not to say that it's not good, because a lot of it is good music, good quality, but it's like, hey, dog, you just gave me 15 songs of the same stuff. Talk about more. Or how about this? Let's change up our routine and go live life differently. Let's hit the road real quick so that we can experience some new shit so we have more to talk about.
That's right.
Because as a person who tries to do a weekly show, it got a lot harder when I couldn't go to the bar no more. Because California, we've been shut down for almost a year now, where you don't actually see stuff happening in life to bring that shit back to have a topic to talk about.
Yeah. I think starting off, I had the same problem. I was doing the same shit, talking to the same people. Now, I've had so many different experiences in the last couple months that hell, I hardly ever film. I don't think we've done but one Ratchet Radio episode. And the shit I'm doing now, I just don't. I'm so busy, I don't have the time to make an episode about it. But y'all will be able to see the work. There's a lot of work being put in. Oh, that's a lot of work being put in. There's some dope shit coming out. Real dope.
You got any dates on when some stuff coming out?
No, but only because I usually work on the filming or editing end. So the end product, I usually don't know the release date. But I can tell you like what will have my name on it coming up. I actually helped film the Shit Show. You familiar with the Shit Show?
Nah, what's that? Hey, relax. Hey, Gucci, chill. It's my bad, man.
Oh, good, ain't no problem. The Shit Show actually it's pretty much a talent show. It's pretty much Showtime at the Apollo held in Atlanta.
Okay.
And the event is held by Big Bank Black. He is over Duct Tape, the label.
Okay.
DJ MLK and Scream hosted, and I recently posted a picture from when I was there doing the job. I saw everybody from Gucci Mane, the Waka Flocka, Mulatto, Shaq. Everybody was in the building. And I didn't know it until the end of the night, but I actually had the pleasure of working with a director and producer from BET. So I worked with those guys on this product, I believe. Well, I won't talk too much about the product, but that's it.
Okay.
That's becoming a...
So gonna be on the lookout for the Shit Show. Where can we find your just one more time to plug where we can find your material at?
Most of it is posted on IG @ DJ Wes Walker. That's Wes, WES. No T on the end.
All right, man. Anything else you want to plug before we get out of here, DJ Wes Walker?
No, I think that's about it. Shout out to everybody we fuck with, and if we fuck with them, they know who we talking to. The only one I usually name by name is Mac, the Macklin. Yeah, I fuck with the Mac in the back. DJ Wes Walker, Big Shit Talker, Street Money Radio. That's
Hey,
it.
man. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Kevin.
All right, dog. Have a good one now.
You too.
Yep. So, yeah, that was DJ Wes Walker, man. Like I said, we grew up together a little bit, went to the same church from the crib. And he's just somebody else, another content creator I've seen out here working. And I just wanted to, give him the opportunity to come on here and promote what he's got going. And also show, man, that there's unity amongst us, especially in Northwest Georgia. We can all work together. There's enough space for everybody. And, hey, look here, if you're checking this interview out and you want to come on, you got some stuff you want to talk about, you want to promote something, just hit my inbox, subscribe, rate, review. All material, all content can be found at bigbabythegoat.com. Follow me on Instagram at free bigbabythegoat, FREEBBYTHEGOAT. And yeah, y'all have a great Friday. Have a great Black History Month. Make sure you educate yourself and educate those around you about your history. And remember, this shit don't stop in February. We Black every day, so we create history every single day. And you should be, you should be championed as such. Big baby, yeah!